Hello, my dear students. Good morning. Now I take up the first PUC English, first unit, The Gentleman of the Jungle. This story is written by African political leader and the first president of Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta. He is one of the earliest nationalist leaders of Africa. He became the secretary of his Kikuyu Tribal Association and also campaigned for land reforms and African political rights. In the 19th century, the Europeans invaded Africa and they divided Africans among themselves. But African chiefs did not understand the meaning of the treaties they were asked to sign. As a result, Africans lost their traditionally lived and cultivated lands. The European attitude expansion is made clear in this fable. Fable means a typical story conveys a moral lesson with animals as characters. Now, I want to give the meaning of some difficult words of this story. Hailstorm, thunderstorm in which pellets of ice fall. Turmoil means disturbance. Tranquility means peacefulness. Intricacy means complexity. To gain access means way to approach. Unbiased means showing no prejudice. Hurricane means severe storm with wind. Embroil means conflict or fight. Expansion, extend the territory. Torrential rain means heavy downpour. Regrettable means undesirable or unfortunate. Imperial, relating to empire or rule. Teeth and claws means merciless and cruel tactics. Now I tell you the outline story of the lesson, The Gentleman of the Jungle. Once an elephant made friendship with a man due to a heavy thunderstorm. The elephant went to the man who had a little hut at the edge of the forest to keep his trunk. The kind man allowed the elephant to put his trunk inside the hut. But the cunning elephant sneaked his head slowly into the hut and flung the man out in the rain and said, "Man's skin is harder and his skin is delicate." By seeing the behavior of the elephant, man started grumbling. All the animals in the nearby forest heard the noise and came to see the disturbance. All stood around listening to the heated argument between the man and the elephant. In this turmoil, the king of the jungle, lion, came along, roaring, and sought to know why there was a disturbance. The elephant explained that he had only been discussing with the man for the possession of the little hut. Then the lion said that he wanted peace and tranquility in his kingdom. He commanded his ministers to appoint a commission of inquiry and told the man that he did good thing by establishing a friendship with the animals. He also told the man not to grumble anymore, and he will be given fair justice by the imperial commission. Man became very much pleased by listening to his sweet words. Then Elephant appointed the following elders as the commission of inquiry: Mr. Rhinoceros, Mr. Buffalo, Mr. Alligator as the members, the Right Honorable Mr. Fox chairman, and Mr. Leopard as a secretary. But no one was included from the man's side because nobody was well enough educated to understand the intricacy of jungle law. He was convinced that as they were gentlemen chosen by God to look after the interests of less adequately endowed with teeth and claws, so they would investigate the matter with the greatest care and report impartially. Mr. Elephant told the false story that the man voluntarily requested the elephant to come forward and save his hut from being blown away by a hurricane. So Elephant considered it necessary to use the undeveloped space in his hut to a more economic use. Mr. Hyena and other elders of the jungle supported the elephant's ideas. Then the man began to give his account, but the commission told him to cut short and asked him whether the elephant occupied the undeveloped space in his hut or not. And also they said that they had collected the information about it from the unbased various sources. The man was completely bewildered. Finally, the commission gave its verdict. It was not on the expected of man. They concluded that the dispute had arisen through a misunderstanding due to backwardness of man's ideas. They defended the actions of the elephant. They arranged a compromise between them and advised the man to look for a site to build another hut. Fearing to the teeth and claws of members of the Commission of Inquiry, man decided to build another hut. Mr. Rhinoceros came and occupied once again a royal commission appointed and gave justice in favor of Rhinoceros. This procedure went on till all the animals accommodated with new huts. Then the man decided to adopt an effective method to protect himself. He recalled, "There is nothing but treads on the earth that cannot be trapped." It means you can fool people for a time, but not forever. Then the man went out and built a bigger and better hut a little distance away. As soon as the animals saw it, one by one came and occupied the hut and soon started to fight over their rights of penetration. The man found the perfect opportunity and set the hut on fire and burnt it to the ground while all the animals were inside. Finally, the man was relieved to find peace is costly, but it's worth the expense. This fable has an underlying tone of irony. a comment on imperialism which curbs all resistance. Jomo Kenyatta's expression contempt and dissatisfaction is not direct, but it has been expressed indirectly through an extended metaphor known as allegory. He has treated the themes of injustice, abuse of power, and racism in a colorful, simple, and sober style, but the moral is clear and beautiful. Dear students, this is the complete story of the Gentleman of the Jungle. Now I want to give a few points to be remembered. Point number 1. Man and elephant became friends in the forest. Second one, elephant abused the friendship of the man by occupying his hut. Third one, the king of the jungle lion appointed a commission of inquiry. Fourth one, only animals were appointed as the members. Fifth one, no one was selected from the man's side because no one was well enough educated. Sixth one, elephant told a false story that he occupied the undeveloped space for more economic use. Seventh one, the commission gave verdict in favor of elephant and man has to build another hut. Eighth one, angry and desperate man built a big and better hut. This hut also was occupied by the animals. Ninth one, then the man set fire the hut while all the animals were fighting for their rights of penetration. These 9 points are very important for the point of understanding the story Gentleman of the Jungle. Now I would like to give a few one-mark questions with answers as example. First one, who made friendship with the man? Answer is elephant. Second one, where was the man's hut located? At the edge of the forest. Third one, how did the elephant put his head inside the man's hut? Sneaked its head slowly. Fourth one, who commanded his ministers to appoint a commission of inquiry? Answer is lion. Question number 5th one, why was no human included in the commission? Not well educated. These are 4-mark questions. Why was the commission of inquiry appointed by the king of the jungle? Second one, describe the circumstances that led to the appointment of commission of inquiry. Third one, how did the elephant justify his act of occupying the hut? Fourth one, how did the animals exploit the man? Explain. Question number 5th one, what did the man finally do in order to get the justice? These points are very important to understand the lesson. And apart from 4-mark questions, 1-mark questions and 6-mark questions, some grammar questions will be asked on this lesson. For example, articles and prepositions, subject, verb and agreement, verb forms, question forms, error identifications, homonyms and homophones, and even jumbled segment. These grammar questions will be asked on this story. So dear students, while reading the story The Gentleman of the Jungle, you should give rapt attention. Thank you.